God saw the world's evil, deciding to flood the earth. Noah, righteous, was favored, commanded to build an ark. God instructed him to build a wooden ark, dividing it into layers. It could accommodate his family and all kinds of creatures. Noah obeyed, worked day and night. His sons helped build. After completion, God told Noah to take his family and animals, bring male and female of each kind into the ark to prolong life. Noah's family and animals entered. God closed the door. Heavy rain fell. The flood submerged mountains. All perished except the ark floating on the water. After 40 days, the rain stopped. The water subsided. The ark docked on Ararat. Noah released a raven, then a dove. The dove brought an olive leaf, indicating the flood receded. If the dove doesn't return, the earth has dried up. Noah led his family out, built an altar to thank God. God promised never to flood again, marked it with a rainbow.
Sunlight bathes the living room as a mother cat dozes peacefully on the couch, her hair a soft halo on the cushions. A mischievous glint sparks in a kitten's eyes as he eyes his mother's flowing hair. With tiny paws, the kitten wields clippers, carefully snipping off a large chunk of his mother's hair. He clutches his prize, a tuft of fur, his small body shaking with silent, gleeful giggles. The mother cat remains undisturbed, unaware of the tiny act of rebellion unfolding beside her. A kitten, shivering with cold and fear, is lost in a stormy field under a sky ripped by thunder. Rain lashes down, turning the earth to mud as the kitten's small body trembles. From the shadows, a menacing dog with glowing red eyes and a prosthetic leg appears. The kitten shrieks, a desperate cry swallowed by the storm, as it flees for its life. The menacing dog gives chase, its heavy steps pounding the earth. A figure bursts through a shattered door. The father cat sprints into the storm. In the warm glow of the living room, a small kitten stands, eyes glistening with unshed tears. With clumsy paws, he presents a handmade purse and necklace, a heartfelt apology crafted with love. "I'm so sorry, Mama," the kitten whispers, his small voice trembling with heartfelt regret. The mother cat's eyes soften, her gaze fixed on the sincerity reflected in her son's earnest eyes. Nearby, the father cat watches, his expression brimming with warmth and quiet understanding. A silent moment of forgiveness hangs in the air, knitting the family together with tenderness. A muscular cat in an orange life vest strides toward the riverbank, a red cooler and fishing rod in his paws. The riverbank bustles with anglers, their lines stretching out over the shimmering water. The cat carefully sets down his gear, the cooler landing with a soft thump on the grassy bank. With practiced ease, he assembles his fishing rod, preparing for a day of angling. Suddenly, the red cooler pops open with a click, breaking the serene atmosphere. A small kitten leaps out, his eyes wide with curiosity, ready to explore the riverbank. In sun-dappled woods, a mischievous kitten meticulously crafts a tiny bow and arrow, his eyes gleaming with playful intent. A man fishes peacefully from a small yellow boat, unaware of the miniature weapon aimed squarely at his unsuspecting vessel. Pop! The tiny arrow finds its mark, sending the man tumbling into the river, his face a mask of sputtering fury. The kitten darts along the bank, batting buckets of fish back into the water, a tiny agent of chaos unleashed. Anglers watch in disbelief as their catches flop back into the river, the kitten's playful prank turning their day upside down. A tiny kitten confronts the towering beaver dam, his small claws scratching at the massive logs. A David against Goliath. With a desperate tug, a key log gives way. The dam groans ominously, foreshadowing imminent chaos. The dam bursts. A flash flood erupts as a muscular cat plunges into the raging torrent, defying the unleashed power. Safe on a high branch, the shivering kitten witnesses the aftermath, the consequences of his actions now starkly clear. Sunlight bathes the garden as baby Ela sits in her chair, happily gripping a colorful rattle. The rattle clatters to the ground, its sound echoing in the tranquil air. From beneath a rosebush, Miko, a shy street cat with emerald eyes, cautiously appears. Hila's face radiates pure joy as she shakes the rattle, her eyes sparkling with delight. Hesitantly, Miko extends a paw, gently touching the rattle, curiosity overcoming his fear. Hila crawls, her world a floor-level adventure, with Miko, a fluffy guardian, attentively pacing beside her. Tears well as Ella's face scrunches up, her soft cries piercing the quiet. Miko responds instantly, a comforting presence, rubbing against her, his purr, a gentle vibration. Sunlight warms the scene, illuminating dust motes as Ella reaches to touch Miko's fur, her tears forgotten. Sunlight fills the cozy living room as Ella, a toddler, wobbles, poised on the brink of a new adventure. Ella takes her first, tentative step, a monumental moment breaking the tranquil morning. Cheers erupt from her family, their joy echoing through the sunlit space. Miko, the Samoyed, stands faithfully by, a silent guardian offering encouragement. Gripping Miko's fur, Ella takes a few more steps, their bond deepening with each stride. Morning sun bathes the Little Chef's pizza shop as it awakens with bustling energy. Pino, a maestro of dough, dances and kneads with practiced flair, his chef's hat a beacon of culinary focus. Lena, a vibrant splash of color, meticulously arranges toppings, her brow furrowed in intense concentration. Mello, the efficient multitasker, preps his baby stroller for deliveries, a picture of parental dedication. "We want a 1-meter giant pizza for the big festival tonight," Pino exclaims, his voice filled with excitement. A stark white note clings to the door, hinting at a challenge, as Mello replies with an inquisitive, "Agu?" Inside Little Chef's, Pino stretches an enormous pizza dough, larger than the table itself. Lena carefully arranges oversized toppings, her small steps barely keeping her on the giant dough. Mello pushes a stroller overflowing with vegetables, his laughter echoing through the shop. Suddenly, a window bursts open, a wild gust of wind swirling into the pizza shop. The giant dough lifts off the table, spinning wildly in the chaotic wind. The dough lands squarely on Mello's head, covering him in a comical, flowery mess. The town festival buzzes as a long line of people eagerly awaits a taste of the famed giant pizza. The aroma of baking pizza fills the air, drawing festival goers closer to Little Chef's pizza shop. Pino, Lena, and Mello sit proudly, their faces glowing as they watch the crowd devour their creation. They each take a slice of their giant creation and eat it contentedly. The crowd erupts in cheers, celebrating the pizza and the teamwork of the 3 young chefs. The morning sun unveils a forest, robbed of its vitality, its once vibrant colors now muted and lifeless. Tico, a bird of once bright plumage, emerges, his wide eyes reflecting the shocking monochrome before him. The flowers, once a riot of color, stand faded and gray, mirroring the dull leaves above. Pofi, the rabbit, hops into the scene, his once cheerful brown fur now a somber shade of gray, mirroring Tico's disbelief. "What's happening? The flowers are gray, the leaves are gray. Where did all the colors go?" Tico cries out. Before the shadowy cave, Tico and Pofi face the darkness, a weathered sign looming beside them. The sign's cryptic words hang in the air. Those who wish to reclaim the colors must show the color of their heart. Tico's brow furrows, confusion clouding his features. The color of their heart? What does that even mean? Pofi's eyes light up with determination. Maybe it's the color of courage. Hand in hand, they bravely step into the cave, ready to face the unknown. In the heart of the cave, a radiant color orb pulses with vibrant light, casting an ethereal glow on the gray smoke. The orb vibrates, preparing to speak, its light intensifying as it poses a question. Which is the true power? Power alone, or power together? The orb's question hangs in the smoky air, challenging the very essence of their quest. Tico and Pofi respond with fervor. Power together. Tico turns to Grom, offering a heartfelt sentiment. No, Grom. True power is friendship. A flicker of hope sparks within Grom. Maybe I can have friends too. Sunlight warms the Patasoka entrance, a haven bustling with feline life, where every corner holds a story waiting to be told. Mango, with her orange fur gleaming like a sunset, welcomes each passerby with a cheerful meow, a furry ambassador of Patasoka. Her gaze sweeps across the rooftops, curiosity sparkling in her eyes, hinting at the secret world she knows so well. With a poised stance, Mango prepares to embrace a new day's adventures, ready to explore the hidden wonders of her beloved neighborhood. Sunlight streams across Pati Maidani as Mango's tail wags, her boundless energy infectious. Maybe there's a toy in it, Mango exclaims, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Pamuk observes with regal composure. Bulut should inspect it first, she suggests calmly. Bulut yawns widely, stretching languidly. I will watch from a distance, he replies sleepily. Golden light bathes the bush as the cats gather. A mysterious box waits among the roots, promising untold delights. Mango, eyes bright with curiosity, delicately opens the box. A colorful ball of yarn glows softly. Zeytin, Mango, Pamuk, and Bulut share surprised glances. A silent, excited question hangs in the air. Zeytin, a blur of fur, chases the yarn, while Mango bats playfully and Pamuk purrs softly. As the sun dips, painting the sky, their joy solidifies their bond, marking the end of a perfect day. The ancient marketplace roars, with life goats bleat, vendors hawk, and arguments ignite over trades in the crowded square. A frustrated trader, brow furrowed, gestures wildly, desperate to find a buyer amidst the chaos. The crowd yearns for a better system, a fair exchange in this frenzied bazaar. A hush falls as a blacksmith mounts a platform, a gleaming coin held high, the king's seal catching the light. Behold, a new form of trade, the blacksmith proclaims. This coin simplifies our transactions. Trust in the king and trust in this coin, he booms. No more haggling. This is the future. The bank lobby buzzes with a nervous energy as people clutch heavy bags. The clink of coins, a stark reminder of the old ways. A wise banker offers reassurance, his calm demeanor a beacon amidst the doubt. The value lies in the shared belief and trust in the system. Time softens skepticism, and a sense of curiosity begins to fill the air. Merchants trade paper notes with ease. The economy flourishes, and the future unfolds, bright with possibility. In a modern office, digital screens pulse with financial data as employees navigate invisible money through cards and online transactions. Tech-savvy figures whisper excitedly, captivated by the potential of cryptocurrency, a digital asset unbound by traditional control. They envision a future where financial systems are decentralized, powered by AI and blockchain. The office dissolves, revealing a speculative future of mind-controlled payments and globally shared digital currencies. A glimpse into a world where finance transcends physical form, existing purely as data, accessible to all. Rain streams down the window as Lena sits in her room, a portrait of boredom amid colorful chaos. A glimmer from under the bed catches her eye. She pulls out an old paintbrush, its sunset bristles sparkling with embedded gems. She dips the brush into her watercolors. With a flourish, she paints a small red ball. The ball pops off the page, showering golden dust. "It's magic!" she exclaims, eyes wide. Lena sits at her desk, a single sheet of paper, her canvas. The magical brush lies still in her hand, refusing to spark. Frustration furrows her brow as she tries to draw a puppy, willing the magic to emerge, but the brush remains stubbornly gray. She attempts a flower, a bird, a smiling face. Each stroke is met with the same disheartening result: no magic at all. Desperation laces her voice as she pleads with the inert brush. Why won't you work? I should have shared you. Beneath an ancient willow, Lena and Tommy wield a magical brush, ready to transform their world with color and joy. Lena paints a slide, its colors popping with life, while Tommy adds swings, their collaboration sparking magic in the air. See? Sharing really does make things better, Tommy exclaims, his eyes sparkling with shared joy. Way better, Lena responds, their magical brush radiating a light as bright as the midday sun. Laughter erupts as children fill the new playground, a testament to their creation, their hearts overflowing with warmth. Under a boundless sky, a single grain of wheat falls, a tiny seed of change on the wind-swept steppes. The wind whispers secrets through the tall grasses, carrying the scent of earth and the promise of life. Kyle, a hunter tribesman, appears, his keen eyes searching the vast landscape for sustenance. His gaze sharpens, drawn to a singular point amidst the endless expanse of grass and sky. He notices the grain, a humble discovery that will alter his path and the destiny of his tribe. Under the blazing sun, golden wheat fields sway, fed by the Nile's embrace, promising abundance. Egyptian workers rhythmically slice through the ripe grain, their movements overseen by a stern foreman. Inside a bustling bakery, the aroma of yeast fills the air as bakers mix flour and water. Dough rises, a symbol of life and growth, transforming simple ingredients into sustenance. A perfect loaf is presented to the pharaoh, embodying wealth and prosperity. Ahmose receives his payment loaves of freshly baked bread, a reward for his hard work. Snow falls softly on the cobblestone street, casting a peaceful glow on the medieval bakery. Elias, weary but skilled, kneads dough by candlelight, the warmth of the oven casting flickering shadows. Alara buys a dark loaf. Lord Stefan purchases white slice. Two breads, two worlds divided. The stark contrast mirrors the era's social divide. Bread as a symbol of disparity. Sunlight warms the vibrant neighborhood, casting long shadows as Pamuk, a white cat, joyfully chases a red ball. The red ball bounces playfully down the sidewalk, a beacon of youthful energy against the quiet street. Chunar, a sturdy brown cat, watches with calm eyes as the red ball rolls beneath his paws. With a gentle nudge, Chunar returns the ball to Pamuk, an unspoken invitation to play. Their eyes meet across the sunlit pavement, a silent acknowledgement passing between the two cats. Their eyes meet, and a warm bond begins to form. A voice narrates, underscoring the budding friendship. On a sun-kissed rooftop, Pamuk and Chunar sit, silhouettes against the vibrant canvas of the awakening sky. A tender dance of affection unfolds as they groom each other, a silent language of growing intimacy. Pamuk's timidity contrasts with Chunar's alert watchfulness, his gaze a guardian against the city below. In comfortable silence, their bond deepens, a testament to shared moments and unspoken understanding. The distant symphony of urban life rises as they bask in the warmth of the morning sun, together in peace. The menacing dog's bark echoes through the alleyway. Pamuk, frozen in fear, seeks refuge behind a grimy trash can. Chunar bravely steps forward, a tiny protector against a large threat. "You are so brave, Chunar," Pamuk whispers, her eyes filled with gratitude. "We look after each other, Pamuk," Chunar responds, nuzzling her gently. Sunlight floods the dwarves' cave entrance. A vibrant tableau of mining, crafting, and playful antics unfolds. A sudden, ominous shadow sweeps across the sunlit opening, silencing the joyful sounds. Dwarves gaze up in alarm as a colossal giant lumbers into view, a silhouette against the light. The giant completely blocks the entrance, plunging the cave into sudden, terrifying darkness. Panic erupts as the dwarves are swallowed by the encroaching shadows, their world turned upside down. In the dark forest, the brave dwarf carefully gathers fireflies, his movements gentle, The glass jar glows brighter with each captured light, illuminating his focused expression. A determined look hardens his features as he prepares to return to the cave. The jar, now a beacon, guides his steps through the dense forest under the starlit sky. Cheers erupt in the cave as the dwarves celebrate their hero's return, their faces alight with joy. A grand feast is prepared, filling the cavern with warmth and the aroma of roasted meats and hearty bread. Laughter echoes through the stone halls, a symphony of relief and camaraderie among the reunited dwarves. Torches blaze, casting dancing shadows that illuminate the merrymaking and the dwarves' joyful faces. The brave dwarf smiles, a quiet understanding that even the greatest challenges can be overcome. On a cold rooftop, Mother Cat and Father Cat huddle, their thin fur offering little protection against the biting wind. Amidst scattered garbage, their eyes dart nervously, searching for any sign of sustenance. Father Cat's voice is laced with despair. "We can barely feed ourselves. How can we possibly care for 7 kittens, let alone more?" he asks, his eyes reflecting the bleak surroundings. Mother Cat's response is resolute, a fierce determination in her eyes. "We'll find a way." Her unwavering conviction pierces the cold night air. "We have to." In the desolate vacant lot, Father Cat's face is a canvas of guilt as he sets a tiny kitten down. The kitten mewls weakly, a small sound swallowed by the vastness of the night. A shadow looms, heralding the arrival of a well-fed, distinguished cat. Father Cat watches, his heart breaking as the wealthy cat approaches the vulnerable kitten. The wealthy cat speaks, her voice smooth with promise. "Such a small thing, all alone. I'll take you in, little one," she purrs, scooping up the kitten as Father Cat looks on, torn. Years later, the opulent mansion is bathed in soft light, subtle signs of age whispering through the grand halls. Prince sits attentively by the wealthy cat, whose labored breath fills the air with unspoken farewells. "I must tell you the truth," the wealthy cat rasps, his gaze softening. "Your real parents, they couldn't care for you." A weighty silence hangs as Prince absorbs the revelation, his eyes reflecting a storm of emotions. "All this, it's yours now," the wealthy cat whispers, a final wish carried on his fading breath. "Use it wisely." On the sun-kissed seashore, a young boy's tiny footprints mark his determined search, his eyes scanning the vast expanse of sand. A glint of sunlight catches his eye, revealing a heart-shaped stone, a beacon of hope on the shore. He lifts the stone, its smooth surface captivating him. Clutching his treasure, he runs towards home, his face radiant with pure, uncontainable joy. Outside the glittering jewelry shop, a boy nervously clutches a stone. He steps inside, approaching the shopkeeper with hopeful eyes. "I found this diamond by the sea, sir. Would you like to buy it?" The shopkeeper dismisses it as a simple flint, his disinterest palpable. But the woman in fur is intrigued by the stone, her gaze lingering on it. In the jewelry shop, the woman holds the stone to the light, examining it with a keen eye. A warm smile graces her face as she looks at the boy. "Exactly what I want. Will you sell it to me?" The woman turns to the shopkeeper with determination. "I would like to have this stone put on a chain, please." The shopkeeper scoffs. "That's just a simple stone." "I don't think so," the woman retorts. "It carries the hope of a little child,